beauty in every corner of New York City, but what really makes the city magical are the people. And there's none quite like our next guest.
That's right. Today, for our people we love, we're introducing you to a local man who's giving back to his community in a very big way and sharing moving tips before you pack up those 2 boxes. I love when there's like a pivot and you bring the stuff together.
It all comes together. Welcome, CEO of Dumbo Moving, Lior Rachmany. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure having you.
Fantastic to meet you. I want to talk a little bit about your charity first, because you do so much for the community, and you recently raised $45,000 for local causes. What were the local causes, and why is it so important to you?
Yep, we are continuing our effort helping the communities. Years before, we collaborated with the mayor's office. We did a collaboration for COVID. They contacted us to move 90 trucks for them for PPE. Since then, we continue giving back to the community. This year, the past year, we collaborated with parent organizations in the community. We sponsored some basketball tournaments. We did some giveaways to football high school teams.
Wow.
But mainly we collaborating with NYC Mamas Gives Back, Move for Hunger, and we do with some of our community Jewish organizations, both with funds, and we also bring our resources with our trucks and our movers.
All great causes. I want to give folks a little bit of a background. Now, you came here from Israel, was it 1998, to get involved in the Dumbo music scene, correct?
Yep.
How did this all happen? How did we end up here today having this conversation?
Yep. So, surprisingly enough, my first job was a mover.
There you go.
I lived with the music community in Williamsburg. Also, a lot of great musicians from Tel Aviv, like myself. And around 2000, I decided to open my first business, which is actually a recording studio in Dumbo. Yep. And I purchased my first van. I had to, transport some equipment around. And my bandmates advised me to, since I'm doing moving for so long, to go ahead and open my own business. So 2007, I opened Dumbo Moving, and since then, we run over 200 trucks, over 800 members. We do moves all over the country.
Okay, so what kind of band were you in? What did you start? What musical instruments do you play? Do you sing? Do you compose? Do you produce?
Yep.
A little bit of everything.
So intrigued.
Actually met amazing people here at the community here. I played a little bit of Afro-Cuban, which, I had to study the whole thing from the ground up. A lot of progressive rock, and some good old New York hip hop.
Look at this guy.
Yes.
The Renaissance man.
And now he runs the biggest moving company in New York City.
I know. So was it because my son is in a band, and even just his little 4-person van, whenever he has a gig, all of the families have to take our SUVs. Was that what you were experiencing? You were like, oh, we have another gig.
Yeah.
Who's got the truck?
Yeah, so I purchased the van for that particular reason. And again, you obviously in the daytime work as a mover. So, the bandmates are kind of, hey, listen, it's time for you to go on your own. So I took their advice. Yeah.
Right.
So now you're an expert. So any moving tips for people moving this year? Things always changing a little bit in how to handle the move, right?
Yeah. Times are tough now. And the best, our best advice is, if you can, do moves in the summer. If you can do it in the winter, not only the price is going to be right, but also the moving companies will have more resources and more availability.
In the winter?
In the winter, yes.
In the winter, really?
Huh. Why is that?
Because, the summertime is busier, obviously.
Because everyone's moving. I have always moved in the summer.
Yeah, usually warm weather.
So, you can have, I think, for my opinion, better moving experience with a moving company in the winter rather than the summer.
And one of the things you advise, don't go out and buy a bunch of boxes, because you guys actually rent them out. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. We build it with the moving cost, the plastic bins, right? So Obviously you create less waste.
Right.
It's a lot faster to pack, and one of the most important things when you do stock it in a truck, just because it's more firm, it doesn't collapse or create damages to the items inside the bins.
Sure.
Yeah. I have moved more times than I care to admit.
Yes.
But I'm one of these people that labels 1 of 75, 2 of 75. Boys' room, den.
Yep.
Am I crazy?
No, that's the right way to do it. Especially by rooms. And I wouldn't go into the numbers per se.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, this one, she's, yes.
But definitely to room, especially if you have a couple of levels, right?
Sure.
And you do want to know what dresser or what cabinet it came from, because you want
belongs.
to continue
Yeah.
staying organized.
Quickly, strangest thing you've ever moved?
Stranger things we ever moved.
Was it Zuvela? No.
No.
Not a snake or anything, right? No animals. You didn't have to.
We ended up. It was a surprise. We ended up having a whole arsenal of weapon.
Oh.
No live ammunition.
No live
there.
ammunition.
Right.
Okay.
No live
But you
ammunition
didn't
was
expect
there.
that necessarily.
But literally a bunker inside one of the apartments in Long Island.
Yikes.
Only in New York, kids.
Okay.
Only in New York.
Keep doing what you're doing on
Yeah.
both ends and the positive work also
Thank
for the
you.
community. We really
Lior.
appreciate it.
Thank
Lior.
you very much.
Thank you
Thanks
so much.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
We're going to post all of these tips on our website at pix11.com.